He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Cowboys and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with
the fuck out of here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you're going somewhere, but you really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by the 2nd-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer. His arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, this week every return for well over 400 yards. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first and 10, here's Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Fields throwing again. For Claypool is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Cousins. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He's got room at the 30. Big strides. Look at him go. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Madison. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Completion here to Claypool. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Back to throw, Fields. That is caught by 36 touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And taken down just shy of the 40.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action. Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Play fake. Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just...
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taking it about the 1. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Looking for more there on first down. Gets thrown downfield. Incomplete. The Cowboys at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, you got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, it's Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. To throw is Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. After the sack on first down, Fields, open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Chase Claypool, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Introducing Astapro Allergy. It starts working in 30 minutes, while Flonase takes hours. So you can Astapro and go. We built the Tempur-Tech deck. The deck floats into the landscape and looks like real wood.
And good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch.
You got something on your mind and you can't.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Just think of, but it's your 20 million.
And it'll come out to
you just looking for more and more and more.
So how do you feel about Kanye?
I'm pissed off that Kanye went. There we go. Oh man, I was pissed off. I was tweeting about him there. I was telling the wrong words. I don't like what Kanye used all black race. I don't know what blacks did.
You want those early holiday shoppers?
When he was with all that,
you want those guys to get your list done because
you mean the white lives matter too?
Yeah, all that.
But I gotta say though, man. There we go, bro. White lives matter.
I feel like Kanye.
Did anybody see the front of the shirt?
I don't feel like Kanye.
Did anybody see the front of the shirt?
Like, bro, he say slavery was a choice.
I feel the same way.
I don't. Me neither. I don't. Alright, let me ask you. Is your back a choice?
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Hell no. That's slavery.
So if I told you, yo,
I don't agree with nothing Kanye West says about the black guy. I feel as a person, from what I've seen him do and talk about the black people, I feel like he has no love for or respect for the black race. I feel he has no love or I feel he loves the white race more.
But how can we say that about somebody who's still on national television and actually reported the truth of what was going on?
And he said George Bush don't like me. He showed that he doesn't like me. He said George Bush doesn't like me. Man, everything you see, you got this platform, and you always try to put blacks under them. You say George Floyd, this is what we live off, bro. We've been in poverty and detriment too long. You use your platform to disgrace us.
Very good return that
No,
time.
no, George Floyd, come on. He was a
great position here.
You see what we saw. He got choked by a white man. He has no intentions to give black people their glory. That's no respect. He has no respect for the black race. And I'm a fan of his music. I'm a fan. But as a person, I don't.
First down throw, Fields.
I have a billion people in the world might feel this. I don't feel that he has no love or respect.
Theme in this first half. This is second and
Luigi, if I told you, yo, we're going to take you over here. We're going to make you break your wife. We're going to hang your kids from trees. Or you can fight me now and die. Or you can fight me now, possibly win. You might die. What you want?
The CD, I know it's just his second
What you mean? Like, if he told me you're going to come,
yeah, I said I'm going to take you over here. We're going to whoop you. We're going to make you work to the end of your days. We're going to rape you.
At that time, I'm going to do what I have to do to stay alive. If I run, I'm going to die. Now let me flip it on you. If a million of your brothers and sisters who you grew up with got burned up in a motherfucking fire, would you like somebody talking about or saying shit, anything that's not supporting them?
But why do you feel like he's not supporting by saying it?
Because slavery is what we got diminished for. It's what black people suffered at the hands for, as a race, not just one person want to run away.
But it's not just
it's not a couple people want to run away. I feel like this man takes his platform to shit on black.
I can't agree with that because there's
you can't agree with that.
There are hundreds of thousands of Africans
just like
died on the shores of Africa.
They have 5 million people will agree with you.
Right.
And they have 5 million people that will agree with you. But we're not discussing.
But now we're talking about oversensitivity. If I say I love Harriet Tubman, I love Nat Turner, does that mean I hate everybody who didn't fight?
No, but you don't shit on them. They're not bad people because they didn't fight.
This is what I'm saying. How are you shit?
Because by saying there was a choice,
how is that shit?
Let me finish it. Are you gonna let me finish the sentence? First of all, there's no nuance in slavery was a choice. You're speaking from the perspective of a free man. You don't know what it is to be born into captivity. You have no idea what that shit is. And to sit there and judge someone who was,
how am I judging them?
Because if I say I like macaroni, that mean I hate rice? No.
What are you talking about?
No, but it also, I'm not saying nothing about those people. You're also saying the rice had a choice to be macaroni. They had a choice. You said, but you don't know. You wasn't in captivity.
Right.
You know, some people not go run with people over you with guns and whips on your back. I wouldn't know. I wasn't in captivity.
Right.
And that's the whole.
But you mentally had to place it so.
You can.
You said, but
you're assuming you can do that.
Wait, hold on. But Boosie did say. Boosie said he's gonna do what he has to do to stay alive.
Yeah.
What if it means killing or running?
I would think staying alive, I'm gonna die if I run. You know, every breath they hush you down, you're gonna die. Or I probably would have been a motherfucking slave. I'm telling you that.
Okay, so
I probably would have been a fucking slave.
So we got.
Picked up the OTR school last week after getting a D-rate with after treatment issues. They were resent out of that D-rate. And then when I got home time that weekend, had an issue and was not able to regenerate because of the code, but I reset again.
We understand most people. You would have been a slave?
Yeah, if I was born in captivity, man, I mean.
That's hard to believe.
That's hard. It's hard to think about being born into captivity. Being born into captivity. That's just like me being born in the Kurdistan of Philistine. But if I was being born into captivity, and all I know since a child is praising and getting took care of by a white man, I probably would have been a fucking Django or a motherfucking fucking slave, you know, a fucking, you know. I'm probably be fucked up. Not Kunta was fucked up. They cut that nigga legs off. Yeah, what's it called? Kunta again. Yeah, Kunta was that calling everybody else pussy? No. Somebody else did that.
Continue this mid-season contest.
number one smoke and CO detector. Check it out. SimplySaveColin.com. 20% off. J-Mac with the news.
Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
All right, let's get some news on the NBA front. Just breaking here. Tyler Hero is expected to return tonight. He's been upgraded to questionable. Wojnarowski is saying he will suit up, and Miami maybe gets a 20-point-a-game scorer for Game 5 in hopes of a Hail Mary comeback. Hero's been out since the first round with broken hand. So, Colin, 2 ways. So this is a guy that gave up $120 million. So, a lot of Dame trade speculation. Could this be a Tyler Hero showcase game? Hey, by the way, remember this guy is really good.
It's so funny you mentioned it. Did I bring this up to you last week? I think they were worried about playing him. Their feeling was if he comes out and does not look ready to go, Portland's going to be like, the guy can't play. So I think what they're saying to him is he may play, he's ready. If they don't play him and they lose, they can say to Portland, he was ready to play. He's not. If he never sniffs playing, Portland can say he's good. How do we know he'll ever be the same? So saying we may play him and not playing him is enticing. Playing him and he lays an egg tonight and goes 3 for 18. And Portland's like, he ain't the same guy, and we don't want him in the deal.
And there's the risk of re-injury. When an injury rush back, I mean, I don't know how long it takes. I've never had a broken hand. If you ever have.
Nope.
What is that? He's been out only for like 6 weeks. He rushes back, gets hurt again, then like you said, damage goods.
Like Tyler Hero is on the trade docket to me because this team doesn't lack shooting, but what they lack is star power. Dame is that. Tyler Hero's not. So my takeaway is Tyler's going to be in the trade package. Really fun.
But I guess the pushback to Portland is, do we really need another guard? You know, we shipped TJ McCollum out. Now we're getting rid of Dame. We got Shaedon Sharpe. We got Simons. What do we do with another guard? That's the Portland argument.
Well, the dynasty of the Warriors, they have several guys who can shoot. I think it's a legitimate argument.
If you're Portland, do you say, you know what? We would love to do a deal. Bam Adebayo must be in it. When you're ready to put him in, call me back.
That's not nearly as attractive. I want Bam, Butler, and Dame. That's a title. But you got to have size in the East because you got Giannis. Yeah. You got Embiid. And you may have to play Jokic. You can't go tight. If you want to win championships, Bam Adebayo becomes really valuable. He's big, can run, plays hard, excellent defender.
And there is the crazy scenario where Hero comes in, goes off with 27 points, he can steal a win in Denver. Oh, Tyler, here's the reason for bad.
Even if they lost, if he scored 27, it's like, this guy's a bucket.
All right, next up, let's go to Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard trade partners. Plenty of teams have been thrown around about possible trade partners. And the biggest one is one NBA executive saying the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns with Devin Booker, Kevin Durant somehow could acquire Dame Lillard. Colin, I've been looking at the Suns roster.
It doesn't work.
What do they have that will work?
Well, the other thing is, Booker's not an elite defender. Either is Ayton. Kevin Durant is limited because of games played. They can't have a defensive liability. Like that's not what they need. What they need, they're not going to get it. What they need is an Aaron Gordon. And then Phoenix they need you can't win right now if you're Phoenix. So Ayton will become a better defender because of Frank Vogel. That's, by the way, that's where Chris Paul does have some value staying in Phoenix. He can defend in spot.
Okay, hold on. If I'm Portland and Miami calls me and says, hey, Tyler Hero's yours. And if I'm Phoenix and I call Portland, I say DeAndre Ayton is in the package. Who would you rather have for Portland? Ayton going forward or Hero? Different positions.
I think I like. I like Ayton's size. He runs the floor. He's not a great. DeAndre Ayton can give you 15, 16 a game. He's size. Big matters now. I mean, I'm looking at Denver, and I keep coming back to this. If you're watching Denver in the West, they're not getting smaller. Like this, is this the new small ball? This is the new tall ball. You can't get through the West. Jokic, Porter, Gordon. Small ball to tall ball. Their length is a nightmare if you're a small team. And what they
holding on to this. I was going to drop it. So you mentioned two guys who were top 5 picks who were instrumental. Wiggins moves on, huge as like a number 3. He was a number 1 in Minnesota. And Jalen Gordon was the number 1 in Orlando. That was like a 3. There's one other guy who was top 5 in that era who is clearly not a number 1, but man, he could be good. Karl Anthony Towns in Minnesota. He ain't one. We know that. He's big. Put him in there. So I think that's the kind of guy. If you're Phoenix.
By the way, the Knicks actually, I like their roster. They've got over top, and they've got a lot of guys. Cam Reddish. They can play. They got guys. So my takeaway is Karl Anthony Towns probably has moved out of his prime, but Jalen Brunson,
he's still in his prime. But the problem is he didn't look great next to Gobert. There was the Anthony Edwards emerging.
To me, the Knicks and Karl Anthony Towns, like,
but what are you going to get? Like Randall's coming off ankle surgery, but to be ready for training. Now here's the other one. Who I say, can we get a Hail Mary, bring on Karl Anthony Towns, Cat and Damian Lillard? Well, we have some.
Interesting. I see the Warriors to be Karl Anthony Towns.
He is going to be in high.
Because Mike Conley's 100 years. I loved Mike Conley. He's like 37. So they have Ant Edwards as the 2. You have Gobert as your 1. Your center. Okay, so it's like you're losing Karl Anthony Towns. What you need is scoring at guard and you, Jordan Poole, Moses Moody, Payton. Like, to me, there's a surplus of guards in Golden State. It's time to kind of get out of small ball. I think small ball. I would just go get a big that can score. Golden State gets Karl Anthony Towns with Draymond, Wiggins, Steph, and then you have to get rid of Jordan Poole. I mean, you can say what you want about Minnesota. They need shooting. Do they not? Jordan Poole can hit shots.
I mean, they didn't look. They looked just like I don't think they know what they want to be. They have Gobert, but then he wasn't playing. There was the incident with the teammate Kyle Anderson. They were also missing the wings. Touched the wall and broke his hand.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He's good. McDaniels maybe. I got crazy. Nas Reed was hurt also. He's like, you can get good stuff from him. Like Minnesota's not far.
No. Minnesota's got athletes and length. Jordan Poole and Ant Edwards. How's that backcourt?
Very offensive heavy.
But that's the league. The league is enough. I mean, the line is Denver's got better offensive players. You could argue that Heat have better defensive players. What's the finals look like?
Next week, the draft is next Thursday. I think Dayton's got to be moved before the draft because Portland's holding on to that high pick. Like I think the next 9 days are going to be like final story. Got to go back to the good football team in New York City, the Jets. Aaron Rodgers building chemistry all offseason.
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson were massive last year. Aaron Rodgers is so deep about how they could maybe be the best at their position one day.
The thing I like and that I'm encouraging is more communication across the ball. We get at some point, possibly the quarter best receiver in the NFL. Legit possibility for those two guys. Maybe not this upcoming year. I still think Devontae is in the league of his own. But those two kids are so talented. But I want to see just more communication between the whole team. That's how we take the next step is to talk about the things that give us the most issues. To talk about release issues and also what's hard on Garrett, and then Sauce, telling Garrett what's hard on him. So, but I think right now we got good communication with those guys. They battle, they compete.
Exciting times. Very exciting.
I mean, when the Jets traded up for Sanchez, it was exciting. When the Jets had Clark, pretty exciting. Although I was in a different era in my Jets fandom and wasn't living in New York, but I was single and trying to be like a playboy, be cool. Now I'm a grown-up kid. I'm all in this Aaron Rodgers. Remember, I didn't love him. Remember on the show. I know. But he's our quarterback. He's QB1. He's grown into it.
J-Mac with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Line News.
Irish Spring. Wake up, fresh, clean scent, sensational Irish Spring suds, filling up the shower. Look for Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
And short of the sticks.
Throw caught by Raymond. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the
This is Sadie. She's on Verizon, and she's got the new My Plan, so she gets exactly what she wants and only pays for what she needs. She picks her perks and saves on every one. Make your move to My Plan. Starting at just $25 when you bring your phone. It's your Verizon.
personally thought Kenny Bayless stopped the fight too quick. He seems to be Floyd's personal referee. He's refed a lot of his fights. He did the Mayweather fight. A lot of these accusation fights that which Floyd takes part of now. Kenny Bayless is an official. I don't question whether it's the integrity of the man, but I just think that this was a really quick stopping.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play.
And then I don't know. I mean, John Johnson is third. I mean, bro. I mean, you thought you was Canelo. You had like 5 belts. You had lost them all. But it's an exhibition. I mean, do you really think you like have a chance? I mean, look, me personally, I wish Floyd would take the fight. But it's hard to tell a man not to take a fight, not to take $15, $20 million in which he pocketed for people that he knows that can beat. I mean, his grandfather, we know who he is. We don't break that up.
That's the only reason he's in there?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the YouTuber, he stopped Bayless stopped the fight against Mayweather YouTuber. I get that one. Yeah. And then the YouTuber in Japan, Asatura, in second round in September. Yeah. Floyd looks at him and says, "He's money." I mean, somebody says, "We got $2 million for this bullshit." You're like, man, I talk all the time. Hell, I don't want to do it. $2 million, okay, I'll do that. You know, I'm telling that man, that's how Floyd.
Sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up right as the quarterback sneak. By having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. You're going to make the right play.
Oh my God. I need my key. Do you have my key? Oh my God. Ashley, I thought you wasn't going to home today.
Because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense.
You remember here. Okay. Okay. This is too much. This is so awkward. What are you guys doing? Oh, we're just having fun. Yeah, we just came from eating and just chilling. But y'all can do that in your room? Actually, this is my house. Remember, I can do this wherever I want. You walked in on us.
Great effort there. His first touchdown. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown there over the fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here. The lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown there. So they knew that the time getting short. They had to put something together here.
This is right.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23.
You're so nervous. What's going on?
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
In the middle of the living room, we're not doing
Touchdown, the defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter. A chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now it's Fields. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
But next time.
Now Fields. Those passes are intercepted for the 4th time today. And done by Wilson Smith. So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to run.
He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to.
Don't have any. I'm just head on out. All right.
Taking down for the 15th game. Multiple defenders there to get him. I imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
We enjoy it.
Yeah, we got to win
Cousins. Get this underneath to Madison. And a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Oh, my God.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
If you get this one.
Play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We offer a complete omni-channel shopping experience. You can find us online at Hibbett.com, through our app, or in stores. Choose curbside pickup, same-day delivery, in-store pickup for orders and reservations.
Let's talk about who says a lot and some dope verses. My favorite in radio, Colin Coward, is my dog. I love him in terms of his radio presence. He said that ESPN came after him, talking about a big million, right? So it's been 8 years since he left the Post Letter, and now he's at Fox Sports. One radio host of The Herd, we know that, but he was talking and reminiscing about his old days over there at ESPN.
That's complete.
Remember how it ended? I forgot this. It ended like in 2015, and it was kind of unceremonious in the sense of he made those controversial comments about the Dominican Republic baseball players, and then kind of just went away. Like, it's weird. A lot of guys just like Shannon, he's going to leave at the NBA Finals, knowing internally what they talked about in terms of his departure. It sounds like it's going to be a little more subdued. I left. They were like, you don't come back, and then let everybody wish you well. And I was like, no. I guess it's the athlete is Shannon and I guess it's the baller and Colin Coward. It's like, all right, that's how y'all want to do it? Cool. So, you know, Colin was talking about that. He said, he cares a lot to do on the ESPN treadmill, the car wash. Well, y'all don't know what the car wash is. If you notice, basically everybody at ESPN is on a show primarily, or on all the shows in terms of their opportunities, right? It's called car wash. So when you get there, you may be on first take. Even Stephen A. First take, then I need you on this side of the NBA. Hey, you busy? Can you go to sports? Hey, you busy? This just in, like, etc., right? They make them go through all that stuff. It's called the car wash. So he said he enjoyed it. I hope he don't have any enemies there. I really enjoyed it.
Is it a continuation of your college days? A lot of people read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
Remember, he was FS1, him along with Beta. Got pain, got power, got platform, got freedom. And that is enough freedom where Colin Coward started the volume years later. You know what the volume is? That's a podcast network. Not just a podcast network, but a direct competitor.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
But it wasn't any other reason that my wife and I wanted new adventures, new adventures he got. Now you see him over here still talking about it. He says, look, he notices, like everybody, that ESPN radio is not listening to say in their head, right? That's not right now. Remember, it was Mike and Mike.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
And now, Keyshawn, Jay, Max show.
And we've got a one-score game.
People are saying, nah, we already heard reports
so the
about
Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Show may be gone. If you want to know the details of that, Keyshawn's under contract, so it's not about Keyshawn necessarily. Max, if they're flirting with the McAfee time lineup, what's going on radio?
Pass complete, it's Madison, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Got to be careful here, they need to go quickly, but it's also 40.
Now, right? It's not that hard to put together if you know the pieces. So, Coward did not say that ESPN attempted to do it before hand-holding of their point, but he did kind of leave that open. And I think that
already being placed at the 15-yard line.
You do have more freedom.
Fuck me.
Maybe it's a smaller operation, but even in a small operation, you can go hands on. But being there, Colin has the latitude and the freedom he desires.
Fucking Marcus, that's probably keeps picking me up.
There's 5 interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of the young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because it's going to leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's in the right place. And respect to him for what he has.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Seems like he's in a happy place.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
Like we see some guys doing, even though they got the call
in the game.
still are invested.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
We're going back to here. Are you know where he is?
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Do you guys even listen to radio anymore? Or is it all just podcast?
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hi, everybody. Congratulations to the
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it in college and have done the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free, Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game. What year was that? 1978. I think it was
enjoy it. You'll round it now at the end of this. We talk about what Miami has to do, what the Celtics have to do. Is this team capable? Like I said, 45 minutes breaking down to nothing. Championship.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles.
Movies and sports better. It was sloppy. I mean, Denver was really tight. Even Mike Malone at one point said, we're tight. I mean, they couldn't hit free throws. They couldn't hit threes. But you know what? They hit their gimmies. You know, they're good in the paint. Michael Porter redeemed himself with a couple of big moments. And I also thought you could say that, you know, Denver's not this defensively. I thought they were pretty good. In the 4th quarter, I thought they were relentless. I thought they were kind of dictating, kind of pushing, running Miami off the line. No cheap baskets. Made everybody work for everything. Like, you know, they always, offense is talent, skill, defense is effort. Like, Denver can be good defensively. They're so good offensively, they don't have to be great defensively. But on a night when they couldn't hit anything, I thought their defense in the 4th quarter was really strong.
They rose to a really high level. You know, it's funny, I was digging into this coming into tonight, obviously, as I kind of expected, as I'm sure you did as well, for Denver to hoist the trophy. And one of the biggest storylines is this is basically the first non-defending champion in decades to win the title without a top 10 defense in the regular season. It's a significant achievement. It's kind of a break of the mold, so to speak. But what's interesting is as you dive into it, their defense has been excellent in this postseason run. Coming into tonight, their defensive rating in the postseason was only about 2 points worse than Golden State last year, who was an outstanding defense during the regular season and continued to be so during the postseason. Now, some of it, I do think, was about matchups, and this is kind of the beauty of basketball. It's like, it's not necessarily how great of a defense you are in a vacuum. It's how well can you guard the Lakers? How well can you guard Miami? How well can you guard Phoenix? And with those particular teams, you know, Phoenix didn't quite have the amount of rim pressure they needed. The Lakers didn't quite have the amount of off-ball shooting they needed. Miami had all the off-ball shooting in the world, but they didn't have the the real high-level shot creation that they needed. And that's the thing, is like, again, in the NBA, you don't have to be, it's not about being that great defense in the grand scheme of things. It's about your specific matchup. And they took it very seriously in this particular postseason run. Mike Malone harped on it constantly. They all talked about it constantly after that Game 2 ugly loss to Miami. And you know what's interesting is they were missing threes like crazy. This was a classic Eric Spoelstra game. They ran about 40 possessions of zone in the first 2 games of the series, then almost completely abandoned it in games 3 and 4, and then that was almost all they did. And it did a great job of disrupting Denver's rhythm, and they were missing a lot of open shots. And what's interesting in basketball is you can't control shot result. Like, if you're getting good looks, you fire away and you just hope they go in, right? But you can control the defense end of the floor, and I thought their second half was probably their best stretch of defense in this entire postseason. Hell, they had Jimmy Butler pump faking at notes and not wanting to shoot the basketball. Bam Adebayo was missing everything around the paint. It was their defense that got it done, and that's what I enjoyed about it, is like, at the end of the day, it was some of the traditional things that ended up winning in the end.
Yeah, I think they went from a good team to a very good team. And you wonder, when you look at Jokic and Jamal Murray's playmaking ability on top of the points, are they potentially a great team? You know, Murray is a scorer, and Jokic is a scorer and playmaker. That's a very good team. But when Murray adds the element of I can make plays for others, along with Jokic, Gordon, an elite defensive team, all-time great size, and you start going, wow, they got a lot of things here. Like Pippen, Michael wasn't a playmaker, he was a great scorer. Pippen wasn't a playmaker, he was a great defender. You know, like Chicago didn't have a lot of that hybrid stuff where you could do both, right? Even Shaq and Kobe, known as scorers. So Jokic and Murray both become 10-plus assist guys. The other thing is when you're a really great team, you not only win championships, but you often change the game. The Warriors changed the game. Denver now, with their length, are they putting it into small ball? You can't really play small ball with them. You have to have an enormously successful shooting night. They're just too long. They're just too big. And I think to myself, great teams not only win, the Kansas City Chiefs not only surpassed New England, they made that sort of defense-first game. That kind of game doesn't match up with Kansas City. You just can't stop Kansas City and give them 12 possessions. You just can't. And so not only is Kansas City now better than New England, they've kind of ended the idea of ball control, because Mahomes needs 13 seconds and he can drive down the field. And I think what Denver's doing, are they ending small ball? Do we look at now, Miami's a pretty small team at Bam Zone before. Golden State, they just don't match up. They just can't get anything down low. And I also think it was a throwback series. Denver's very much points in the paint. A lot of guys hitting twos. They won a championship on a night they couldn't hit free throws or threes. I kind of like the old school stuff. I got to tell you, people are going to watch them. And I think people are going to say, okay, the small ball, remember Houston for years chased the Warriors small ball? They could never win. They were shooting 30, 40, 50 threes. You sort of look at Denver and think, oh, there is another way. Length, twos, playmakers. I don't know. I find Denver captivating to watch. I feel like I'm watching a little 70s and 80s and 2023. I feel like I'm watching a little of both.
Yep.
I feel like I'm watching a little 70s and 80s and 2023. I feel like I'm watching a little of both.
Yep.
I feel like I'm watching a little 70s and 80s and 2023. I feel like I'm watching a little of both.
Yep.
I feel like I'm watching a little 70s and 80s and 2023. I feel like I'm watching a little of both.
Yep.
I feel like I'm watching a little 70s and 80s and 2023. I feel like I'm watching a little of both.
Yep.
I feel like I'm watching a little 70s and 80s and 2023.
But I gotta be great. That's the gotta bring me. Whoa. I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
They'll start the drive with Wilson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. When going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
So here come the count. With excellent position to get things started. They'll be led out by the 2nd-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chase Claypool with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well?
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Fields. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. throw. Fields. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. On second and goal, Fields. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. Now out come the Giants. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Throwing, Jones. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chase Claypool doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And New York set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A.J. Bouye with a pick. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Jones. And the grab by Croft. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line. And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
Now Fields.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see? Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Are you throwing the fucking ball, Justin Fields? Bitch.
Winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown!
Chase Claypool.
What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it is 28-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
And the Giants ready to come out now. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity, and he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66, and a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool, in this offense, ready for their upcoming possession. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week.
God, your ass getting hurt. God damn.
Showed up time and time again. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Poor Labrum.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He'll find Hodgins.
Get the fuck out of here. They make me believe that.
He will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chase Claypool, 26 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it is 42-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that? Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. With a Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool, in this offense, ready for their upcoming possession. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL at picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd manageable.
Touchdown! Chase Claypool, 26 yards. And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again. Marr now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge of the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes there's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
After the sack on first down, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones under pressure. They got him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense going to use... timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards. The Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, Fields. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. another try after the first down sack. Fields. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. For the Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool in this offense, ready for their upcoming possession. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though? They find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Fields. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Chase Claypool, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Now Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward?
think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. Fields on first down. Right back to Tolbert. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now they're in the hurry-up. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Dante Fowler picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And he fields it cleanly. And he goes out right around the 39. Well, the Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool, in this offense, ready for their upcoming possession. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the third quarter, that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Fields. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Throwing again is Fields. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Jones now on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Throwing on second and long. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool, in this offense, ready for their upcoming possession. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this third quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. On first and 10, here's Fields. It's caught. Tolbert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now in Arlington. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, Fields. And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball to the 20. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Jones. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Tolbert. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cowboys extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the Giants ready to come out now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To try again after the sack. Fields. He's got it complete to Tolbert. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now it's Fields. And his throw is incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. New York set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
From the 27, Jones, his throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Jones on third down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. Seen a lot of this. Tolbert brings in another. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the girls of gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the fast. My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo, but they want you just to envy. Let them see. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides, other siders. You need to grow. I've been lost your mind, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning test me for the glory. My God, oh God, this is on the God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like the lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up the score on the boy. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm like a man on a mix.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, Bobby had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a river. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking thanks, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, right around and around. My dog just called, say you finna touch down. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold on. Money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Hey, two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. I'm alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit it, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right.
Even in the darkest moments, stay close. I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that still my breath was a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible. I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like it. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like for they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the red dude. Red got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
Somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly. games, games, games. God damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great, that's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone, 'cause life is a path to infinity.